This might be one of the last times you see me with long hair. Get ready for these luscious locks to be gone. Hey guys, AJ here. If you didn't realize, this is another Shaddoll video if you didn't see the thumbnail. If you didn't know, this is my favorite deck, other than Zephyra and basically a lot of other decks. I love a lot of decks. But this is one of my favorites. This is the deck I've been playing for 4+ years now. And yeah, I've been playing it since Construct was banned. I started when it was banned, so this deck got a lot better over time. Anyways, I'm going to show you my deck profile that I went 3-1 with in Squid's tournament. I won $30 with this, and yeah, if you guys want to check out his channel, it will be in the description below. He's really cool, guys, and I think you guys should check him out. So the thing about the tournament, so it was originally going to be group stages into single elimination top cut. So I only ended up getting paired with one guy instead of 3 others. So I basically got a free pass to top cut with the other guy. He played Burning Abyss and I played Shaddoll, obviously, as this video entails. He beat me 2-1 the first match we played, and then we got put on the complete opposite side of the top cut bracket, so we didn't face each other again, which we ended up doing. So basically, I went 3-1 this tournament. 3-1 before this at the end of this tournament. It was a small locals level tournament, and that is basically explaining a lot of the matchups. So first, I'm going to go over the 3 other rounds now. So first round of top cut, I faced Salamangreat. Salamangreat was really great. Grista knocked it out of the park. Grista is broken, and you'll see why if you read his card effect and super polymerization. Basically, game 1, I ended up smart scooping. Not really smart, I guess, because I gave everyone my deck list like right before I played, so it was like whatever, I guess. But I scooped game 1, and then game 2 I ended up opening really well, beating him right there. Game 3 I ended up using super poly on his stuff, and then just like sitting on a Grista for the entire game, and then just poking, while he just kept dying to Grista's effect, trying to link summon, because Grista prevents hard special summoning if you want to discard, and you get to plus off of the Shaddolls that you discard, so it's a really good card. So my second round was against Code Talkers. Game 1 I completely sacked him, I think. I don't even remember, but I smart scooped that match too. Every match I actually lose RPS, which is the funny thing because I'm playing a going first build. So RPS I lose, I scoop basically after he goes comboing, and I can't beat his board. Code Talkers make a scary board like at Ignister, which is a funny thing, that at Ignister is way more popular right now. Game 2, he basically makes me struggle for a bit. I use super poly and kill him with that. The rest is history. Game 3, same thing, super poly. Super poly is broken, by the way. If you didn't realize, I won most of these matches because super poly in Shaddoll is broken. Then we hit our match against my first round opponent, Slayer, him playing Burning Abyss. Somehow we were fated to go face each other in the first round, both make it to top cut, and then face each other again in the finals. He came in second, obviously. I won. Game 1, and same thing, I smart scoop. Wow, I love smart scooping, don't I? And then game 2, I beat him after a tough little grind. I get really lucky there, actually, with my top decks. I top deck a Shaddoll Fusion and was able to finish him off with that. Because Zeus is a broken card. Whew. Then, game 3. That was a mess. I ended up sitting on Starving Venom at the end, and then just poking. And he just, like, coincidentally drew horribly. I got really lucky game 3. And holy shit, he scares me, man. He's an amazing Burning Abyss player. my buddy Squid, actually, the one who hosts the tournament, has his deck profile. So if you want to go check that out, go check out his channel like I mentioned earlier. Just saying. But on to the deck profile, and yeah. Okay, so first up we are going to have the Shaddoll monsters. So for my Shaddoll lineup, I play 3 Squamata, 1 Hedgehog, 1 Dragon, 1 Beast, 1 Hound. He is very important to some combos and interactions, and I love him. I'll explain him later. 3 Wendy. Oop, can't see her that very well. 2 Ariel. This came up a lot, and it's really nice. And 1 Hollow. I'll explain the interactions in a little bit later, but otherwise this is the Shaddoll monster lineup. Continuing, we are going to go with the Spell and Trap lineup for the Shaddoll cards. So we're going to be playing 3 Shaddoll Fusion. We're going to play 3 El Shaddoll Fusion, 1 Shaddoll Schism, because Schism you don't need more than 1, and 3 Sinister Shadow Games. This is another starter for us. I'll explain why we play Sinister later, but same thing with everything else. For the Dogmatika lineup, it's a relatively simple lineup. I tried both mini lineups, but I went with the 3 Nadir because it's mandatory. 1 Ecclesia, 1 Fleur, and the 1 Punishment. The reason why I went with the small engine is mostly because of space, but I've been testing with the Maximus engine where I play 3 Ecclesia, 1 Maximus as well, and it works very nicely. It punishes your opponent a lot more than it punishes you, especially even in the Drytron matchup. They get to add Herald searches and pop one of your cards with Natis, but you don't really have much on the field at that moment, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's it for the Dogmatika lineup. For our disruptions / hand traps, we've got 3 Ash, 3 Super Poly, because we need another fusion, and this is an amazing card in Shaddoll, and you're stupid to not play it in a Shaddoll deck. We play 2 Dinomischus. I was testing with 3 at first, but 2 turned out to be better just because having to pitch cards for everything got annoying. And 3 Imperm. Imperm is a nice hand trap against the Tri-Brigade matchup, against literally every matchup right now, actually. Even the Drytron matchup where you can just hit the Diviner of Herald and then their turn is basically limited. But yeah, that is it for the main deck. The extra deck lineup, I think it's pretty simple, to be honest. I play triple Construct because Construct is the powerhouse of this deck. It's Foolish Burial and just a boss, which is nice. We play triple Apkallone. Apkallone comes up way more now that we're playing just a more pure Shaddoll build. Apkallone is your go-to summon half the time, and negating something and getting any search is really nice, especially to force hand traps. 2 Winda, because we don't really need more than 2. If they manage to get through 2 Winda, then you have your other stuff, and that's it. We play 1 Grista, because the Salad matchup, this is actually broken. Coincidentally, it's fire. And when they try Link summoning and you have a Shaddoll in hand, you can negate the summon and kill it, so they can't really climb with Links. And Wendigo, because Bird Up exists, Barrier Statue Shen, mini Battle Butler for Prank Kids. This comes up a lot just because of its attribute. It's nice. And for the last 5, we play Natis because we play Punishment, Starving Venom because Super Poly target and it's a very good card. It comes up a lot too. 1 Artemis, 1 Gravity Controller, and 1 Verte. Verte's pretty much understood why. But yeah, this is my extra deck lineup. For our side deck, it's a pretty much going second side deck, just so you have a little reference for what you do. We side out pretty much all our traps except Impermanence, going second, and it actually came up a lot. So we play 1 Pankratops, it's just an amazing card, 2 Gamma Seal, because we can't out big monsters sometimes, and it's just nice to have if we need it. 3 Nibiru, because it's really good right now, actually. Nothing really stops Nibiru unless they early Appaloosa, and most decks can't do that. So it's a really good card. Definitely play. 3 Droll. This is the same thing again as basically every deck, actually. So Droll is very good against Drytron, every combo deck, basically, and it's nice. Definitely play it if you can. This deck can explode and go OTK, so it wouldn't be surprising if this deck played Droll, to be honest, like every other deck. And it gets you a turn, and you can play going second. We play 1 Feather Duster, 2 Cosmic. I was playing 3 Cosmic at first, but turned out it wasn't as good as I thought, and it didn't come out up as much as I thought. So Feather Duster was nice, and for our final hand cards, we play triple evenly. Evenly is because nothing really negates traps right now. We don't need our battle phase technically. We can always set up Winda Pass right after in main phase 2, and a lot of decks can't really come back from an evenly matched if you send them going second and they just don't realize, or they send you going second. So it's a really devastating card, especially if you hit them with like anything on top of it. It's really good against control and combo. So yeah, that's it for the extra side deck. Okay, I'm gonna show you like a going second little thing interaction to basically showcase why I play Hound and Void. Hollow, sorry, I'm still used to its OCG name. So basically, I'm just going to show you. So you're going to activate Shaddoll Fusion, any fusion really, send Wendy and Squamata to the grave, okay? And then we are going to summon Apkallone to the extra monster zone, because we can. So now we're going to chain 1 Squamata, chain 2 Wendy, chain 3 Apkallone. It doesn't matter what chain those goes in, as long as they're 1 and 2, and Apkallone is 3, targeting itself, or if this is since we're assuming going second, targeting whatever monsters on their field, force a negation. Wendy is going to special summon Hollow from our deck, set down, and then we are going to send Hound off of Squamata. Hound is going to trigger now. We're going to target our set, and he's going to be an attack. When he's flip summoned, he can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and send 1 monster from your 1 Shaddoll from your extra deck with the same attribute, and then banish that card. So say they had a dark, you can send Apkallone or Winda, recover 1 of your fusions, or search for something if you have more stuff in hand, and basically gain more advantage while also having an aggressive attack with these 2. This plus a this combo plus Nadir Servant is over 8,000 damage, and can really be devastating if done well. There's a bunch of other small interactions. Hollow has become very useful just because of his effect, because we play Sinister Shadow games as well, so we can do it during their main phase to disrupt them even further and gain more advantage. The nice thing about Sinister Shadow games is also that it's Ash bait. So if they Ash that, you can, and it's your turn, so like if you set it, then your whole turn passes somehow, and they can still Ash, you can Ash it, they're going to Ash that automatically. If they don't Ash that, you're going +2 in card advantage, essentially. So it's really dumb. It's basically Shaddoll Fusion worthy of Ashing. And then basically, if they Ash that, you can Shaddoll Fusion right after, and just go for your plays from there. It's really good. But yeah, that is the little combo, and yeah. Okay guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any other questions about the deck build, I am still editing the build. This is probably not the build I'm going to finish on by the end of the format, and I'll probably have an update video about the deck later on if I have any more tournament success with it. But yeah, if you liked it, please do give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think about it. Anything you would change personally. I think it's a pretty good build, solid build for what it is. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Hey guys, I just wanted to say one last thing. If you want to check out one of my more popular videos, that would be the video on the left. And if you want to check out one of my more recent videos, that video will be on the right. I will see you guys soon. Peace.